here. I don't know what just happened. I just saw him on screen like 30 seconds ago.
So quiet.
Ah, there he is. There he is.
I missed the timing on it. So,
Yeah, I would certainly say
shit.
so.
It's coming out of there. Hey. We'll get it right one of these days.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Woo! Lights on. Welcome in.
Oh man.
See what happens when you get greedy when you have a little extra time. We did have to get to see the end of the USA game. Just gonna blame it on that. Big win for the boys.
Huge win.
3 in a row.
Right.
As Tyler pointed out to me, the first time since 1937 that any team in this series has won 3 in a row. Let's go, boys.
Right. Big wins. And you know what? There wasn't even a cup on the line for this one, and the U.S. still got the win.
Hey, that's 3 pretty big ones in a row as far as Nations League. I mean, like competitive games, not friendlies.
Right.
Nations League, World Cup Qualifier. We're going to win the World Cup. Just mark it down right now.
It's happening. Just you know what? Just ship the trophy.
Still working on the.
Just send it over now. Let's just.
Yeah. The supply lines are screwed, dude. So let's get it coming over here now.
Right. It might be here by the time the World Cup is over.
We're vaxxed and waxed, and we want to have a parade when that thing comes home. Because it's coming home. I mean, it's coming home.
It's coming home. It's coming
home.
Soccer's coming home.
To live with its cousins, the Gold Cup.
That's right.
And the even more prestigious Nations League trophy.
Of course. So prestigious, only one team has ever won it.
Yes, exactly. But even if they didn't win, which they did, so it's even better.
They did.
Fired up for the weekend. Who doesn't like the weekend? I know one guy that I saw today loves the weekend. This is my dude. This is how I'm feeling right now, especially after the win.
Please don't knock those together. No.
Holy shit!
Jesus. Bobby, stop! Bobby, stop! What's with you?
Woo!
Do not move! Do not move! What is wrong with you? Laura, are you dumb? How are you laughing at this?
I'm blown away.
You idiot!
Woo!
Right here, brother. Happy Friday. Tyler, how the hell are you?
I'm not doing as good as that guy, man. I mean, that dude.
No one's doing as good as that guy.
Smashing some Steve Weisers together, and he's ready for the weekend.
You know the reason why he didn't get hurt? Because it didn't even occur in his mind that he could get hurt.
No,
he was too positive.
Pain is such a foreign concept to him.
What do they say in Roadhouse? Pain don't hurt. Classic.
Or the Jesse Ventura, I ain't got time to bleed from
I got
Predator.
time to bleed, baby. Woo!
But no, doing well, man. Yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Obviously, lots of football going on. College tomorrow, pro football Sunday. Hopefully the pro football Sunday is a little bit better than the pro football we got last night. Of course, going into the weekend with a U.S. win over Mexico. We got an AEW pay-per-view tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Man, it's just good times all around, Ron. How are you doing this evening?
Better now that it's the weekend and we're sliding in with a dub. Yeah. Are they first place now?
They are first place.
With the goal differential? I'll update
goal
for you
differential. Correct.
For us in a second.
They have a goal differential lead of 2 right now.
Oh, sweet. Let's start real quick with that game last night, if you want to call it that.
Let's just get this out of the way.
Yeah, let's just get it out of the way. Burn the tape. Dolphins. Hey, 2 in a row. Look at us, Dolphins. We are going. We are going to the playoffs. And the Ravens, just when you think they're going to get some momentum going, go in there and just lay an egg. They just blitzed the crap out of Lamar, and just timely plays by the tandem of Brissett and Tua at different points.
Like, I'm so confused by the Ravens. Like, they beat the shit out of the Chargers. They beat the shit out of the Bengals. But then they've turned around and lost to the Dolphins and the Jets.
Yeah, look at the Dolphins. Look at the look in his eye. I mean,
there's a lot of demons behind that look right there.
Dolphins are smart and they're crazy about attacking from the rear, shall we say?
And
So
very evil, yes.
watch out. But hey, it happens.
Watch out, city boy.
Watch out, city boy. Take your ass back to Baltimore. Mow my lawn when you get there.
Yeah, very, very, very ugly game. I know the score made it maybe look a little bit better than it really was. It was just a terrible game all around. Definitely one where Baltimore just be like, look, like you said earlier, just burn the tape, forget it, move on to the next one.
Couple side pieces real quick as we fortunately get off of talking about that game. We did have the continued fallout from the Morris brothers, Jokic brothers beef. Jokic brothers with their joint account, just like us. So, after our own heart on Twitter,
right.
Just Jokic brothers. You don't know which brother is giving you the smoke. And this guy don't want no part of what the Miami streets have to offer. Dude, they're from Serbia. I think they're down. They will let that thing go.
Maybe if Wesley was talking about 1980s cocaine cowboys streets of Miami, maybe you got an argument, but
maybe, but imagine 1980 Serbia, dude.
So I'll say Serbia, where literally there are tanks driving up and down the street on a daily basis, blowing buildings up.
Not to mention they're all huge. The whole family's huge. So and I mean, not like the Morris twins are small, but hey, that would be a heck of a fight. Let's do it.
We like to use terms for bad areas here in the States as that neighborhood's a war zone. No, literally, these fools grew up in a war zone, in an actual war zone. So.
Don't ask them about that. But if you want those kind of problems, Morris bros, go for it. Good luck. And then, as Tyler pointed out to me, before we get into a nice college football slate, and we will be joined later by the Lions insider, Cowboys insider. I think he's back on board. If we saw the end of last episode, he is back to being a Cowboys fan after a terrible, terrible spell of negativity. So we're glad to see that he is back. Rosenthal. It ain't a hit till Rosenthal spit. He like the guy that said it was a done deal. Scherzer going to San Diego.
Just inches away with his phrase. And yes, now he's saying that Scherzer is inches away from going to the Dodgers. So take that for what it's worth. He's probably going to, I don't know,
the Reds. Whoa!
Yeah, just when I saw this, I was like, really, Rosenthal, you're going to report on Scherzer being close to deals still? Come on, bro.
Shooter's got to shoot, dude. He got to get it right someday, right?
Gotta break the news to pay for all those bow ties, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not cheap. You would think they would be because of the lack of material, but this guy's wearing high quality, at least Brooks Brothers level stuff.
Yeah. That's it. Brooks Brothers. This is casual wear.
That's just a modest one. He wears that to Denny's. Let's get into the college football. Michigan going to Happy Valley. At least it's not a crazy whiteout night game, I guess, but that is going to be tough. Michigan minus 1.5.
Yeah, last time Michigan was a road favorite, they lost. So I'm not buying into that. I will say this: I like the under. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring affair.
No, certainly not.
I would say
looks like it's going to rain. Nice.
Yeah, nice 43 degrees, raining. If there's one positive that it's raining is Michigan's run game has been a lot better than their passing game this year, but Penn State's defense is really fucking good. Penn State's offense isn't good. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be low scoring. This is going to be your Big Ten football for sure. Just wet,
pound
muddy
the
field.
rock.
Yeah, 3 yards in a pile of mud.
mud.
Yeah. It's going to be an ugly game, but for any old school football fan, probably going to like this one.
Hey, shout out to the lowest ticket price being $80 in a stadium that holds like 110,000 people. It's pretty gnarly.
True. Yeah, it's the second or third biggest stadium in the country, I think.
Good for the athletic program over there at Penn State. So,
they really need it. They're
They
struggling.
don't have any money. Jaime likes the Wolverines, but we will see. Tyler, you want to even make a prediction on this or no?
Slop.
My prediction is pain.
That's my prediction. Slop. Yeah, I don't know about the line. Like it's going to be a close game, but I see whoever wins probably winning by like 3. The only one I will say is under. Take the under.
Yeah,
it's going to be low scoring. It's going to be ugly.
Safest bet out there. Moving on down, Oklahoma going to Baylor. We just keep waiting. We keep waiting for Oklahoma to fall, and they just keep dancing through the crossfire somehow and pulling it out. I guess on the flip side, you could really like the over in this game. Shout out Big 12.
Oh, yeah. Definitely like the over.
5.5. Maybe Baylor covers. Oklahoma, I think they're going to win despite everyone.
I think that's a solid prediction. Like, look, Oklahoma, every game they've won has been like ridiculously close this year. So I could see them winning this game, but not covering the 5.5. I do like that Baylor plus 5.5. And definitely the over. Big 12, as terrible defense of these two teams are particularly notorious for having bad defenses. So, yeah, Baylor and the over.
Besides Oklahoma, when they do lose, it's going to be to someone like more random. It's got to be like West Virginia or something. I don't know, but
that's true. Yeah, Baylor's a little too high ranked for Oklahoma to lose to.
This is too on the nose. So I think Oklahoma will win, but I like Baylor covering, and I love the over.
Absolutely.
Moving down, the Giant Killers of Purdue going into the Horseshoe. Ohio State definitely needs this. But also caught up in a crazy well, they're in a playoff spot right now. Shout out to your boys Michigan somehow being better than Michigan State.
So ridiculous.
Hey, they figured out a way to where they don't even have to play the games because apparently it doesn't matter what happens in the game.
It doesn't matter if you lose to that team. You're still going to get ranked ahead of them.
It doesn't matter.
Shout out Wyclef and the Rock.
That is the theme song for the playoff.
Wyclef featuring The Rock. The song that song was number 9 on TRL one week, I think.
Hey, dude, The Rock's done it all. He's just continuing to do it all. Just a true superstar of our time. Rock for president. Go Rock for president.
Yeah, like Purdue's that's kind of been their thing this year. Is like they haven't looked great against bad teams, but they've shown up and beaten some really high-ranked teams. I don't know if they'll have enough to win this one, but I like them to cover the 21. Like, look, when Ohio's on, they're great, but they've only been really on like twice, and it was against really bad teams. Purdue is not a really bad team, so I like them to cover. I kind of like the over as well. I don't think there's going to be much defense played here.
The potential is out there, dude. If Purdue continues their weird giant killing ways. I think Cincinnati did win in a blowout tonight, didn't they?
Cincinnati actually looked good tonight, yes.
Yeah, so that's good for them. We'll see what other excuse the committee comes up with to still not put them in the playoff. When Oregon and Ohio State both lose, and Cincinnati just chilling, they go down to 6 or something.
Michigan jumps them. Michigan State jumps them. I think a three-loss Mississippi State jumps them.
Yeah, they just come flying in like, oh, we didn't see it coming. It doesn't matter what you saw coming. Moving down, NC State at Wake Forest. Unfortunate loss. First of the season for Wake Forest. Like I said, I stopped watching it. It looked like it was going okay. They end up losing to freaking North Carolina, but probably should play some defense at some point in the game. That would be good. Looking for them to have a nice bounce back at home, hopefully, just because the story of Wake Forest is like, every once in a while, one of these super basketball teams will have a good year in football. And someone's got to win the ACC. Come on.
Somebody. Yeah, the one thing in this one I will say is just since Wake Forest involved, hammer the over. Wake
Yeah.
Forest themselves might cover the over, let alone what ridiculous amount they'll give up as well. So yeah, I kind of like NC State +2. I like NC State to win it outright, but I say hammer the over for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping for Wake Forest, but I could see them losing. Yes. And then on to the last one here on the slate. I know Tyler's getting updates from, looks like maybe the post-game show.
So
or maybe another qualifier.
Panama made a ridiculous 3-goal comeback in like the final 20 minutes against Honduras.
Panama!
Reached out between my legs.
Running a little bit hot tonight.
little bit.
Last one we had on the college football slate here, as far as the games we highlighted. Texas A&M going to Ole Miss, which I think game day is going to be at Ole Miss, I believe. I really do want to go to just any SEC tailgate because it was like people weren't there yet. It was like obviously the day before, although people were probably camping out somewhere else. But the game day area where they're set up, there had to be like at least 250 of those like huge trash cans for an event. I mean, that's how many people are going to be there. It's going to be a scene for sure. And nobody circles the wagons like the lane train.
Yeah, look, this is an interesting matchup. Like Texas A&M, which has been like mostly a strong defensive team with not a great offense this year, and then Ole Miss, which has just been like pedal to the metal. Like we're just gonna outscore the other team. Like I don't care if we score 80 points. Like we're gonna have to do it. So definitely a stylistic matchup. Give me Ole Miss. I like Matt Corral. I really like him. Best quarterback in the country. Give me Ole Miss to win this one.
This will be a good game, though. Either way, you have the team that beat Alabama, and Ole Miss just had been pretty good all year. They're not dodging golf balls and bottles from the sidelines. One last thing on the college ranks, because Texas is so back.
Always.
We were fortunate to be blessed with what will now be a new drop on the show anytime the transfer portal gets mentioned.
Get in the transfer portal. You want to go? Get in the motherfucker.
You want to leave? Get your ass through that motherfucker.
That is fantastic and well worth the 3 years budget that we have for you to make that. That was fantastic.
Shit is real. That whole rant is it's hilarious to me also because it sounds like he's mad and also crying at different parts. You don't want a joke? I got my ass kicked.
It's definitely a still real to me, damn it.
Still real to me, damn it.
It's definitely in that vein for sure.
Texas, may you never cease to be back.
Always back.
Let's move over to the professional ranks. We are efforting to get No ID Justin. Before we get into that, we have a couple of side stories here. He's finally doing it. He's taking a run. At the NFL. Hey, dude, I'm not saying we all agree that he had to get fired with the stuff that came out, but where's all the other emails? That's all, that's all I want to see.
Yeah, what was it, like 65,000 emails, and there were only like
650,000.
Excuse me, yes. And only a handful of them that incriminated only John Gruden? Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Hard to believe there's nothing in there about Kaepernick or kneeling or...
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if this gets settled before they even have to go to discovery, before all the evidence is presented. Just because, the NFL does not want those emails out. Like, they've made that clear. They do not want these 650,000 emails to be seen.
Look, dude, Gruden's rich, so he can just write it out and be like, no, I'm just going to stay in there until these emails come out. All right, now we can settle. Like, oh, what, dude? You made us do the email thing, and now you want to settle? At that point, though, the NFL, they'd have to clap back and go all the way with the suit.
Well, look, I hope so. Look, I just want those emails to come out. Like, that's all I want, because there's no way Gruden is the only person implicated in those emails.
That's just not possible. There's no way. Like, we know how much of a dickhead a lot of these owners are and power players in the NFL in general. So that seems highly unlikely.
And the fact that Washington football team was mainly involved in this, and they've had a bit of a checkered frat boyish history, shall we say?
Yeah. I don't think that there's any way possible that there could be no more emails in there. Like, it's just really? Is that really what you want us to believe? Like I said, if it was, for any kind of plausible deniability, now just leak out a couple more and say, look, dude, it wasn't us doing it. They're still coming out. Just so, like, some more innocuous ones, like, oh, yeah, this reporter kind of looked like a dickhead. See, the leak is still going. It wasn't us. But the fact that they just said it was over and then magically nothing ever leaked again. Well,
yeah, weird.
Put two and two together
really
there and figure out what's really going on. Another story that was interesting, we did have the return of Cam Newton back to the team that drafted him and then cut him. But brings about an interesting scenario that Tyler brought to my attention. The Carolina Panthers are currently paying Cam Newton's replacement, Cam Newton's replacement's replacement, and for Cam Newton to replace his replacement's replacement. So, good job.
What a tangled web is being weaved over there in Carolina. But good for Cam. That's all I can say. Good for Cam. He's back in there playing the game. See what he can do.
I hope they didn't get Bob Kraft's email where he said he put Goodell's peanut M&Ms in his butt before placing him in a bowl in Rodgers' makeshift everyman basement. Yeah, see, he has what do they call that? I should know because I used to do that job. Like a drop that you would have on a stage. That's actually not a real room in his castle. But he had to make it look, like he's at a cool hunting lodge somewhere up in the Green Bay area. I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think Jerry knows how email works.
No.
He'll just go on his weekly radio show and say something crazy.
That is absolutely true.
But Justin, let me know whenever you're good to go here. Last bit of news: OBJ to the Rams, just as Eric Dickerson predicted. He was talking to this guy the other day. He said, "Hey, man, we're gonna get OBJ." Look what happened. Look what happened, Petros. Look what happened.
He called it, man. Look, just like every big event that has ever happened in the world, Eric Dickerson called it.
Even down to meteor strikes and stuff like that. He always knows. So if you ever see him like at a gas station or something, just ask him to give you one. Hey, man, I was telling this guy the other day, comet's going to hit the Earth. Well, how did he know?
Look, he told a guy a week before that the Hindenburg was going to go down. He called it. Just had a feeling.
Hey, man, there's going to be some humanity going down. But on that note, I do see we have
humanity going. Sorry, it took a second to hit me.
No ID Justin joining the program. We're working on a exciting new sponsorship, so stay tuned for details on that. But tonight it will be on the always good friends of the program, Jupiter Records and Tape Celebrity Hotline. Justin, how the hell are you?
What's up, gentlemen? Sorry if you're picking up background noise. I am efforting to vacate all the children from the neighboring parking lot as soon as possible. But nobody's listening. It's crazy.
Get those kids out of here. No, we're happy to have you. Go through some of these NFL picks. Well, all the NFL picks. And before we get started on this, I did want to bring up last week when I kicked everyone's ass and I went 50%, 6 out of 12. It was a rough week, okay? It was a rough week for all of us. Slightly rougher week for Justin at 3 out of 12, and one to forget for Tyler at 2 out of 12. But there were a lot of upsets. I will pat myself on the back because I did. And again, we're talking about last week, so forget about last night's game.
Now, did you only do last week?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be efforting the rest of the weeks to
yeah, you go and effort it. because our poor planning forcing me to go back and get just 1 week. That shit takes like 2 hours of skimming around.
Should I have let you know that I have about 4 weeks worth of picks jotted down on Post-it notes right near my left hand right now?
Probably would have been, but I want to release the emails.
Yeah.
Those are only my picks though, and you're not getting those emails, Goodell.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
turn
now
over that phone. We want you to turn over your phone.
Justin's gonna hand one in that's like
it's
4
too bad.
weeks.
I gave it to
100%.
Tom Brady to dispose of it properly.
It's gone, dude. It's at the bottom of the ocean. I bet Eric Dickerson knows where it's at. He could find it. But
True.
Look, we got to bounce back this week. I will, like I said, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back because I called Miami winning against Houston and the Falcons, which actually I gave that one to you, Tyler, too. I don't think you actually picked a winner, but you picked the Atlanta to cover was your pick, so they won. So,
hey, let's see you bitches pick the Falcons this week.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Don't tempt me.
And on that note, let's get started. In fact, I'm just going to write these down as we go because I don't want to ever have to do that. I don't want to see another one of these.
No ID Justin takes Dallas and the points.
Dallas and the points. All right. I'm glad to see you're back on board.
Actually, just scratch that out. I don't. That's a lot of points.
Oh, doesn't sound so confident now.
Yeah. Well, look, I called us to win 110-6 last week. I might have overestimated a little bit.
It.
But
yeah, you were right there.
Look, I mean, previous shows, have the receipts for me. I've been one of the backers of Atlanta, thinking that Atlanta's much better than the record is and much better than the general public thinks they are. They still have offensive weapons. Matt Ryan's pitching cold water Washington Tide with Ice-T and Stone Cold. I mean, come on, dude. Like, they're formidable. But Dallas will roll, just not by 9.
Cold call.
Looks like you made the team, rookie.
All right, well, I'm glad to see you're back on board. Just missed the 112-6 prediction.
The NFL, your uniforms get dirty.
This is the National Football League. All right, I think my camera might be going out too. So if you can hear me, let me know. But I'll reset it.
You still got like 10 minutes before your camera goes out.
No, you got probably a good 20. It usually doesn't go out until like 9 o'clock, 8:50.
Hey,
so.
We'll ride till the wheels fall off. I like Dallas to win this game, bounce back, and not cover.
All right, I will go. Sorry, I just saw UCLA had Michael Buffer introduce their game today.
God, dude, that fool's getting paid so much money to do those.
$250,000 per appearance.
I'm telling you, that was the one. Besides sexual harassment training, the only other training we had to do every year when I worked at the radio station was one just about do not ever say the phrase.
No, don't say it. Yeah.
Let's
okay.
That.
I will go Dallas to win, Dallas to cover. I will be the one that has faith in your Cowboys here. I think they bounce back nicely. I don't think it's going to be a blowout per se, but I think Dallas does enough to cover.
I did have my hand on the mute trigger, ready to take Dallas and the points if you did not. There's no way we're going to be all across the board on that one.
All right. I think Dallas bounces back nice. Again, it'll be a good game, but I think Dallas does enough to cover.
And Jaime, I'll work on getting you the link here. Well, it's on the screen, but also because my camera is probably going to go out and I can do it at that point. But on to the next game. Jacksonville, the resurgent Jaguars, going into Indianapolis to play the Colts, favored by 10.5. I still don't like Jacksonville at all to win, but kind of would maybe give them the benefit of the doubt to cover the 10.5, maybe. Indianapolis, they're sketchy sometimes. They're going to win, but
Indy to win, they ain't covering no 10.5, dude.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Indy to win, Indy to cover. They're covering. Jacksonville's really bad.
They're back, dude.
Jonathan Taylor is going to have like 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. Indy to win, Indy to cover.
Herb has won an NFL game in this country now. So this thing is just and now he's got the email thing distracting.
They're
from,
back, dude. They're
you
back
know,
like,
all that.
Back like 2 fingers into the rear jeans of a co-ed.
Back like fingers to the crack, yes. But no, give me the Colts to win, Jacksonville to cover, and I'm filling these out. Go ahead and start up the next one.
You want me to take here? I'll take the lead. I'll be the guy that takes the lead on this.
Take the lead.
This slobber knocker of a game we have right here. We have the resurging Cleveland Browns, who have shed their dead weight in locker room cancer and look to be ready to just dominate the entire NFL. And on the other end, we have the greatest coach of all time,
Steve
Boogie in a
Belichick.
hoodie. He's out there dialing it up, and he knows Baker Mayfield sucks balls. Give me the Patriots.
All right. I'm just going to go with look, until Myles Garrett decapitates Mac Jones on behalf of defensive linemen everywhere, the Patriots will be winning comfortably, but then he will kill Mac Jones, and the Browns are going to win again. Browns.
Hey, you don't want to kill Mac Jones, man. You get a healthy dose of Brian Hoyer, you do that shit.
Oh, that's true. That could sway it.
Yeah, I got to go the Patriots on this one. I just think, Belichick's going to have it dialed in. They're going to get the win. Give me the Pats.
Here, I'll keep track of yours too, Jaime. You got
Belichick,
Dallas to cover.
Belichick makes it a point to kick the shit out of all previous employers.
That's true.
See the Jets
that
game.
is very true.
I mean, it's been a long time, all right? I think he's over it by now. Well, I don't know. He doesn't really seem like
He's
a
never over it. Are
get
you kidding
over
me?
it kind of guy. Yeah, you're right. Probably had this circle on the
Pats to win-
calendar for
Pats
6
to win,
years.
Pats to cover.
Yeah, he named his boat, but he also named the anchor, and the anchor is the Cleveland Browns.
Nice paint job on that thing, though. Buffalo going to play the Jets. The Jets. We have Mike White back, right? Mike White's going to play?
Mike White is back.
Okay. Yeah, the Buffalo really needs it, though. Buffalo's going to win. The Jets and Mike White are going to cover 12.5.
The Jets are 100% going to cover. Buffalo is this year's Kansas City Chiefs from last year. They just do not cover. They fail to cover every fucking week. And sometimes they even lose. Shout out Urban Meyer. Give me the Jets to cover, but the Bills will win.
Chop pass. I want to get one of those t-shirts.
We'll go 3 for 3 on that one. I agree. Buffalo to win, Jets to cover.
All right, I'm just going to put a slash because it makes it easier for me.
Nobody on this fucking show is taking Buffalo to cover any fucking point spread anytime soon.
That's too wild, but
No, you're right. They are the Chiefs. They are the Chiefs of the last couple of years where the lines are so ridiculous. Like, you can't take them.
I know. Now that we're going to see the Chiefs lines coming back down to some kind of reality because they can't score or stop anyone from scoring.
Next one, short and sweet, 40 degrees, possible snow. Give me the fucking Lions, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's hot. That's hot.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I like Pittsburgh to win, but Detroit to cover.
I like Pittsburgh to win and smash the crap out of them. I'm sorry, MCDC, but it is just too far gone, my friend.
You've lost faith. You have lost faith.
I mean,
now we see the referee policy for the Steelers is clear.
We know Ronnie's low-key a Steelers fan.
That's true.
Dare
Big Steelers guy. Ron's definitely a Yinzer, that's for sure.
Dude, I'm picking them so that way I know they'll lose because they always.
Iron City IPAs in that fridge in the backyard, baby.
I'm doing this for everyone because they'll lose to spite me, and the Lions will get their first win and they'll win by like 16. It'll be sweet. And then Dan Campbell might light himself on fire right at the 50-yard line.
It would be better if they won by 1. Just a narrow win. Like, give me that.
Yes, late safety.
Not gonna lie, man. I know this is the football tie show of record. This one screams tie to me, but I'm gonna take Detroit.
That's a bold pick if you take the tie. I like that, but I'll give you the Lions, and I hope that you're right, but I just know that you're wrong. What'd you say, Tyler? I'm sorry.
I had Pittsburgh to win, Detroit to cover.
Okay. Hey, that would be I don't know, I guess a moral victory at this point for the Lions in a very, very lost season. in a long line of always lost seasons.
All right, next up, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling over to Tennessee here.
Tennessee.
This
Hey,
Tennessee,
real
which I
quick.
think right now, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say, you guys think all the Lions players, they get together on their off day and they watch like the game film from the Rams game, and they're like, "Man, we almost won that one, huh, guys?"
Yeah. We're doing the Rams thing again this week. We just want to watch something that there's some positive stuff in.
They're over here like fucking Paul Walker in the first Fast and Furious. Dude, I almost had you.
Almost had you.
But yeah, so New Orleans going into Tennessee. Tennessee, I think right now is the number 1 seed in the AFC. I might be wrong on that, but I think they are. Look, even without Derrick Henry, I think they're
You're
still
not
roll
wrong.
here. I'm not wrong. Okay. Even without Derrick Henry, I think this is the week where they really start feeding Adrian Peterson, start running that dude into the ground. Give me Tennessee to win, Tennessee to cover.
You say this is the week where they start beating Adrian Peterson? Is that what you said?
No, he does the beatings.
Oh, feeding. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
We know who does the beating in that scenario, and it's AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, without Jameis, I mean, which is crazy to say because it doesn't really mean anything.
He's a wild card, bro.
Yeah, he's all action though. He's all action, faking forward pitches, 20 yards past the line of scrimmage. You don't even know. But look, another week to integrate AP in there. Tennessee playing really good and at home. Tennessee to win and cover the 3.
Give me New Orleans. Not only does New Orleans not have Jameis, but there's no Alvin Kamara this week. There is a gentleman who is quite familiar with the New Orleans Saints backfield, and his name is Mark Ingram. I have maintained him on multiple fantasy teams. He will go off. More importantly, for my pick and my reasoning, New Orleans defense is very good. Ryan Tannehill is not very good. That alone is my reasoning why I will take New Orleans to win that ball game.
Good enough. Tennessee. Give me Tennessee all the way. But that could be a swing pick, in our standings.
True.
Let's go on to the next one, dude. I think I'm just having audio problems. I might try to switch this camera over anyway.
Yeah, we're like a couple minutes away from your camera dropping out. So.
All right, I'm going to switch it. So go ahead and take this one. I'll try to hop back in and catch up.
All right. Tom Brady heading into the nation's capital to take on a football team. Football team is so bad. Like Tampa Bay, give me Tampa to win. Give me Tampa to cover. Just Washington's just so bad.
It's crazy because, these two teams met in the playoffs last year, and I think everybody was shocked and surprised at how close Washington kept it. That being said, that was last year. I'm right there with you. They look like hot garbage, which obviously puts a smile on my face. Very similar to my reaction when I look at the way the Eagles perform and the Giants have performed as well. It's a crap division, save one team at the top. Tampa Bay will roll, and they will cover that 9.5.
Yeah, to your point about them last year, like the defensive line isn't
Ronnie's
getting at it.
Probably
like
picking Washington, by the way.
He might be. I think he is.
Yeah.
He's picking Washington to win outright. I think we can just go and write that down.
Yeah, and he took the over too.
Yeah. Like I said, Washington's D line is just not getting at it like they were last year, and by that sense, their safeties aren't able to stay with people and cover them. So it's just it's just amazing to see how night and day they are from one year when it's a lot of the same players. But I don't think Tampa's going to struggle with them like they did last year in the playoffs. I think it's just going to be an absolute blowout. You're going to see Tampa a lot on red zone, not so much Washington. All right, and when Ron just
There he is.
There he is.
We have you taking Washington to cover and the over. Does that sound
and
right?
win outright?
Washington?
Yeah, that's what you're picking, right? Washington to win outright.
Oh, that's my pick?
Yeah.
Washington? Man, I was going to say cover.
Hey, that's your pick. Get a better phone, jerk.
No, Washington's going to cover, dude.
Oh, my God.
They're covering, but yes, the Brady's are still going to win. What'd you guys have on that?
We both had Tampa to win and to cover.
You guys all had Washington, right? Okay, I got you. All right, on to the next one. Carolina going to play the NFC leading Arizona Cardinals. Favored by a healthy 10.5, and Carolina just sucks ass. But Cam is back, I guess, for whatever that's worth. He was busted 2 years ago when they traded him. Come on, they released him. They already knew that he's just a lot of miles on that shoulder, especially. I don't think he's going to be the magic man. I guess McCaffrey's still there, though, right? For now, he's not hurt.
Yes.
For now, as far as we know.
Yeah, Arizona's still going to win and cover.
Arizona to win, Panthers to cover.
Ooh, I like that.
Do we have any updates on Kyler, Hopkins, etc.?
I was going to say Kyler. I think it's still up in the air from what I saw.
Everything I've heard is game time decision for Kyler.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that, but I do like me some Colt McCoy, so screw it.
Yeah, I will say just because Kyler's the unknown, Arizona to win, but Carolina to cover. In which case it will be a low-scoring game, but Panthers offense sucks and Cardinals defense is really good, so it could be like a 10-3 game for all I know. But yeah, Arizona to win, Carolina to cover.
Justin, you had
Arizona to win, Carolina to cover.
all right. Done and done. Oh yeah, shit. Here, I'll get you. Jaime. If it goes. On to the next one here. Minnesota at the Chargers. Tyler, you want to lead us into that one? How are we feeling?
Scary thought. The scary thought for both teams is if this game comes down to a field goal.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. I hope so.
Which, oh boy, I gotta say, give me. You know what? Chargers to win, Chargers to cover. That's what I went with last week, and I went with it last week, and they came through. I'm going with it this week as well.
Chargers to win, Chargers to cover. That is an afternoon kickoff on the West Coast. That essentially is primetime Kirk. Give me the Chargers to win and cover.
Yeah, I'll go with it. Minnesota's weird though. They'll probably be in it for way longer than they should be, but I'll go.
Well, don't forget Minnesota has. Well, although is Cook playing this week? With his whole deal, who knows?
He is. He's apparently battling and completely denying all accusations towards him from the ex-girlfriend. But everything I've seen, he should be out there this weekend. So
Minnesota, if he does play or doesn't play, Minnesota still has two good running backs, and the Chargers have a terrible run defense, which scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the Chargers have all their cornerbacks back, so that way they can maybe play a little bit better defense against the pass. This will probably be a track meet. I definitely think the over is the play on this one as well.
Yeah, I could see, like I said, Minnesota hanging around for longer than what you would think, even on the road, and then just kind of running out of gas and not being able to keep up. Hopefully for your boys. On to the next one, and I think we do have a friend of the program, Jaime, joining us on the Street Overlord. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Denver in the points. Denver in the points.
On the Arkansas Slim Legitimate Sportsbook Celebrity Hotline. Jaime, how are you doing? Coming in with a flourish of drum activity.
It's just the intro that keeps going.
Woo! How are you?
Oh yeah.
We're coming down to Slate here. We just hit up Philadelphia, going to Denver. Denver off of a unfortunate season-making win so far for them to keep them relevant and actually beat a good team for once. I like Denver, man. Their defense is good, even if without Von Miller at altitude. Philadelphia it's like sneaky competitive sometimes, but they don't impress me at all.
No. Denver beat the Cowboys. As a Dallas Cowboys fan, the worst possible outcome is the Eagles beating the team that just beat us last week. Because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they're still 4-6. Doesn't matter if they're still hanging out in the cellar of the NFC least. It does not matter. Those fools will talk about that shit for 10 weeks as if it was the Super Bowl.
Rough week on social media for you. No, I like Denver at home. and to
Well,
cover them.
all apologies to you, Justin. Give me Philly to win on the road.
Oh God! Just stay off Twitter.
Hey,
stay off Twitter next week if that happens.
Change my pick of the
got
Vikings
Denver
game.
beating
Change my pick.
Philly. I just got Denver
They need to
beating
ban his
Philly.
Twitter account. Fuck him.
That's gonna be you next week, Justin, if the Eagles do win. What'd you get, Jaime, on that one?
Denver.
Denver it is.
Yeah.
All right. Green Bay apparently back, and Mr. Unlimited apparently back. Who knows
Mr.
what guy?
Unlimited.
Unlimited. With the finger blessed by God himself. The Dr. Steve Shin. Look, this guy's seen a lot of fingers, man. No one has ever healed
Joe
like
Rogan.
that. No one.
Nothing. Nobody ever. Yeah, this is going to be the battle of who's the better doctor, Steve Shin or Joe Rogan.
True.
Oh, Dr. Mario. Hey, don't forget
This
him.
could be a huge blow for traditional medicine if Aaron Rodgers comes back and balls out. I know he was saying like he just had to kind of double check on his conditioning or whatever, like, but he's probably going to play, right? I haven't heard anything saying that there's a real good chance he won't play.
They are expecting him to play.
They have to.
Yeah, in that case, at Green Bay, definitely going to have well, I mean, it's always a tough time playing there anyway, but the crowd is going to be fired up to see A-Rod back. I'm going Packers all the way, cover.
Same.
Packers in the cover.
Packers going.
Make it 4 for 4. Packers cover. Yeah. Look,
Just don't like Seattle.
Wilson's back. That's great, but their offense has just been even when he was there, their offense was
He's
bad.
back, and his finger's better than when he was like 13 years old.
Yeah, despite the doctor's paragraph, well thought out statement regarding Russell Wilson and how great and superhuman he is, give me the Packers to win and cover.
Good job.
He ain't gonna be doing. He doesn't get to break huddle, and walk up to the line and face nobody this week.
Right.
Dude, he hasn't had an incompletion in 3 weeks.
That's true. It's like
150
Also-
for 150 in those pregame one-man games.
Yeah, hasn't turned the ball over. I mean, he's got it.
No.
He's got 100% completion percentage.
Perfect.
His
Perfect.
QBR's like 1,647.
Dude, I talked to Pete Carroll. I talked to Steve Shin. They said he's never been throwing the imaginary football better than he is right now. I mean,
Steve Shin said he wept watching Russell Wilson throw footballs.
invisible ones. So imagine when he throws like a real one.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
I'll go with the Raiders, dude.
Yeah.
Look, last week I was
won't.
worried about them going, on the road in the morning game to New York. They laid an egg. I don't think Carr will play as bad. Dude, the Chiefs' defense is like arguably worse than the Giants. And we saw them struggle with the same Giants team.
Yeah.
Nobody's done anything really stupid for the Raiders in like 4 days now, so we're good on that.
That's a record.
Paisan.
We're good or we're due.
Yeah, that's true. That's I don't like to see the counter get that high because then something real bad's going to happen.
And to be fair, like the way they've handled all this madness, I mean, and
Could have been a lot worse, yeah.
To lose to Kansas City, that'd be like, "Grr."
Hey, they played them good last year, and the shell of the defense that is Kansas City.
Kansas City
Car
to
game,
win.
bounce back.
Kansas City to win. Kansas City to cover. Kansas City to lock it up with Vegas in the win-loss column.
Nah, dude, nah.
Why do I believe that Justin might be right?
Well, I already wrote you down, dude. This is a ballpoint pin. So
I
it
am
ain't coming
right.
off.
Can't erase it.
I don't know. Why do you believe Justin was right? I was 3 for 12 last week.
Yeah, that fool was 3 for 12 last week, dude. Come get down with the winner. 50% of the time, I'm right every time.
Hey, nah. Cowboys had an off week. I had an off week. Just
Yeah,
bury
well,
it. Bury that game film.
a lot of people had an off week in the betting, okay, in the wagering. But again, it's always a good point as well. I know we haven't said it yet, but legally we must every show.
Unsurprisingly
Entertainment
enough,
purposes only.
none of the bookies
Please
had a
believe
bad
that.
week last week.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like their job or something. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
but they've been getting killed this year. Like until that last week, I think they were, I don't know, 3 weeks in a row of losing their ass.
I've been nickel and diming the shit out of him on FanDuel, man.
Chipping away. That's right. My $5 parlays every week. I'll see what I put together this week, but I'm gonna go off of this. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is.
Well,
now I
wait,
have it documented. I don't have to go back and look it up.
Minnesota and LA. I got the Chargers beating the Vikings.
That makes it 4 for 4 on that one. Here, actually, before we get to Monday Night Football, let's just run it back up since we can catch up to Jaime. So let's go back over to the what do you got? Carolina and going to Arizona, 8-1 Arizona, in the return of Cam.
Is he starting?
I think so. I don't
They
know.
haven't
Somebody's gotta
said
start.
yet, but I mean, is it really that different from PJ?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I'll go Arizona.
Christian McCaffrey is playing. Kyler Murray's a game time decision. DeAndre Hopkins is not playing.
Oh damn! Then change my mind. I'm going Carolina.
All right, that could be a factor. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that could.
You
No,
don't
I'm
have to
sticking
change.
with
You don't
it.
have to change your pick. I just want you to have all the facts before you make a pick. You know.
There you go.
All right,
Good
who you
guy
got?
right there.
Jaime, who you got on that one?
Carolina.
I'm trying. Oh, this is what I was looking
It
for.
worked. I mean, never mind.
Convince me.
You fool!
He
He
swerved
told
you,
me if the
dude.
movie had cheese, I'd believe him.
All right, let me get this picture because I saw this earlier and it made me laugh. But
Hey,
I
who's-
got
who
you
do
down
you-
for Carolina.
Jaime, who do you have in the Dallas game?
I think he had Dallas to cover in the comments.
Of course you fucking did. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me? It
Dallas
was a rhetorical question.
Dude, they're reeling right now. The Broncos just kicked them in the dick.
Like I mean, they need
We already buried the game film, dude. We forgot about that. Why you gotta
Oh,
bring
that's
up old
true. They
shit?
did bury it. They
Dallas
did bury it.
covering it hard.
We buried it right next to the game film from Giants Raiders.
Dude, ED knows where it's at. I'm going to ask that fool,
I-
and I'm going to get the taste.
Man, my friend was calling me. I told him, I said, Denver gonna beat that ass.
I'll tell
And
someone the other
he
day.
called me back. He said, you was right.
I know where that game tape is. I told someone the other day. All right, what's the other one we're missing there? Tampa Bay and Washington. Who you got, Jaime?
Tampa Bay. What's the over? Just
51
Might look
is the
sloppy,
point
though.
total, but Tampa Bay is favored by 9.5.
Yeah, that's why I'm
I mean,
going
I see
Washington
them-
cover.
Hey, like
I see
mentioned
Tampa
earlier-
winning, but it might.
Yeah, see, your
It could
hesitance
be
leads me
ugly.
to be all right. Jaime's pick is Tampa to win, but Washington to cover. I
All right,
read it on
that's
his
the same
face.
as me. Good pick. Get down with the winner, dude. I like where your head's at. Also, this was the thing I was trying to find. Could be a special connection there in Carolina, so we don't know how that's going to play out. But the Island Boys,
Allen
Our
boys.
all hair squad.
He will not throw one ball to Robbie. He will not throw one ball
Yeah,
I
Robbie
can't
way.
reach him down the field that far anymore.
He is force feeding DJ Moore, and if DJ Moore is covered, he's like, "Where's Christian McCaffrey at?"
Check
That's
down,
going to be a
down,
Cam
baby.
Newton
Captain
offense.
check down.
CMC.
Yep.
Stretch play. All right, going back up so we can get all your picks in here. Tennessee at home against the Saints.
Tennessee.
Like it.
Boo.
Justin was the only
I
outlier.
know.
on that
I don't
one.
want to pick Tennessee. I don't want to pick them either.
New Orleans defense ain't no joke.
Whatever, dude.
Trevor Simeon's out there slinging it.
Trevor Simeon's a joke. That's enough of a joke for me. Steelers hosting the Lions. Will the Lions get their first win?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Yeah.
damn. I want let them win one game.
Hey, you're right there with me.
Yeah,
You
that's
make
right.
me proud, Jaime. Unlike Ron, who's jumped off the bandwagon.
Fool, you said they would cover.
I don't ever
but the
want to
Steelers
be like,
would-
Yeah.
an old
Yeah,
man,
you've
whatever.
completely lost faith in them.
Well, they're not going to cover, dude. That's going to be terrible, and it won't be on Red Zone, fortunately, that much.
It's just gonna be
Moving
national
back up.
tele- That's just
This
a pay per
thing is
view.
being
Bro,
too ugly
bro,
for
when
Red Zone.
when Detroit wins, it's going to be all over Red Zone. What are you talking about?
Well,
It's
No.
on pay per view.
that's all it takes. Yeah, I guess that's all it takes. Buffalo going to the Meadowlands to play the Jets. Who do you like there? 12.5
Good team,
favorites. Buffalo.
Man, if the Jets beat the Bengals that convincingly and they lose to Buffalo, it's like, damn, dude, you guys suck.
Dude, the
Can't believe
amount
I'm
of
actually gonna
folding
pick this-
tables that are going to be set on fire and demolished if the Bills lose to the
Barbed
Jets
wire
will be
explosions.
legendary.
It's going to be a hardcore match at the tailgate for sure. Even on the road.
FMW style.
Close enough to Buffalo.
Yeah, fucking Onita's going to be there, like just running everything.
Terry Funk is bombs. Like, they're going to put the fire over the ring.
Yep.
I'm going to go Jets, sadly.
Jets.
Yeah.
Good God Almighty!
Good
You don't
God
beat the Bengals.
Almighty.
I mean,
All right, Patriots hosting the Browns, the resurgent Browns.
I'm going to take Cleveland.
That's my boy.
It's just
Ride with
It's
the
something
winner.
like
What a loser.
50% of the time. 50% of the time.
75%
And then the last
of
one I got that's missing for you is the Jacksonville at the Colts.
Oh.
Dude, every time I see that 10.5, I'm like, hell no.
Let me just drink water for a minute.
Wentz hasn't even done any like real dumb stuff in a while too. He's due for like 3 in this game.
Yeah, I'm going Colts.
Plus he's up against the one good Josh Allen. But whatever, all right. Colts it is.
Yeah.
Locked in. Who's on Monday Night Football?
Monday Night Football is.
I know we got a Manning cast. So that's good.
Rams at Niners.
Oh, fucking Rams.
Oh.
Dude. I don't care
Rams.
what the
Rams
spread is.
are.
Give me the
Rams are 3.5 point favorites.
Really?
Fucking
Yes.
free money, dude.
Yeah. Is everyone on board with that? I don't even know if we don't even need to get into that.
Yeah, I don't think that even needs to be discussed.
Rams.
All right. Well, that's not even going to be like a
Whose
potential
house?
tiebreaker.
Okay, I'm going to cause controversy. I'm going Niners just to be a dick.
All right. Jaime.
Idiot.
Somebody's got somebody needs to be.
Hey, that could be the one
Somebody
that
needs
swings
to be
it for
the
Jaime,
dick of
dude.
his own group.
That could be the one that makes Jaime beat me for first place because I'm going to be up there, but I didn't pick that one. So now that's our tiebreaker.
I mean, I was the one who
You
saw
picked the
West
Steelers to
Ham
cover.
versus
You're phony.
I, but not beat Liverpool. So, I mean,
No, he's not phony. He's not phony in his fandom. He loves the Steelers.
I did that because I knew that would make them lose. Get off my ball.
I picked the Lions because you can't convince me I ever picked the Steelers.
By the way, I don't know if I said my pick for the Sunday night game. Give me Chiefs to win, Raiders to cover.
Okay. And I know Jaime, again, my boy.
That pick?
Great mind. You got the Raiders, on
Raiders,
that.
yeah, Raiders.
KC. All right, got you there. One other thing that I did want to talk about, actually 2 other things, because this happened last night. It was tight. We are the kings of the West in basketball. Don't you forget it. Going into the Pac-12 and busting their ass. Riverside's finest, UC Riverside, with the 3/4 court swish buzzer beater. Awesome. Love it. I didn't get the audio. I mean, I didn't have time to get the audio, but also the radio definitely sucked anyway on this, even though it was the UC Riverside guy.
Yeah.
You thought it would be. I think he was
Yeah.
more like confused that it even happened, so he didn't know how to react. But
Yeah, for being such an amazing shot, the radio call sucked.
the radio call sucked. The TV one sucked
Can
too.
can you start the clip over again?
Hey, who's the coach for the Sun Devils? Is it Bobby Hurley?
Yeah, I just
or
want
is
to
he
get
coach
this
at Arizona?
back to you. Whoosh.
I just want to get I just want to pay special attention to why nobody is stopping number 25 from running onto the court.
Yeah, there's a
Clearly-
questionable decision here to go
Clearly,
for
the man is
steal.
severely hobbled
Is
and
he?
injured, and they're like he's searching for somebody to tackle here.
Why go for the steal right
All right,
there?
look, here comes 25. You ready? They're gonna cut. Look at 25. Got a
Yeah.
knee brace on, dude. That guy's injured as shit. Get him out of there. What
Dude,
are
that
they
doesn't
doing?
even matter.
He
You see
signed it like
Riverside's
Shawn
got-
Michaels.
You see, Riverside's got nets to cut down in March, man. What are you doing?
All right, dude. We got
You gotta look long term, big picture.
Team Doctor Steve Shin said it was cool, so we went with it.
Russell Wilson farted on him, and he made a miraculous recovery.
Look, you can still, be fired up for the boys, even after a devastating injury.
Come on, shawty, scared, probably deeper than a party. That was on the streets.
Can I just tell
You
you
guys hear
all,
me?
full disclosure, the still image of him popping locking with his crutches was the wallpaper on my phone for 3 days.
Hey, shout out to whoever started doing that with the camera, too. That really popped it. I like that.
Yeah, Jameis
That's
is
true.
the fucking
That's true.
best, dude. The fucking best. Lions fans, get ready. He's coming, dude.
So 2 other things before we get out of here, because I know Tyler brought this to my attention the other night, and I wanted to give it the credit that it deserves, because it got kind of lost in the shuffle. But every once in a while, you get just one of these. Look, I feel like this is a potential drop, especially when something bad happens to my baseball team. The sound.
That was me with my NFL picks last week.
Yeah, that was all of us. I took it off to the
That's
side.
me.
I didn't go straight bad. The sound of it. And also, what's up with the chair, dude? If you're hitting off a tee and you're putting the balls on the tee, get the chair out of there.
Thank you, Ronnie. I was thinking it. You said it. Don't put a fucking chair in the power alley, dude. What are you doing?
The sound is great, especially in the indoor batting cage. Really gives a little extra.
Paul.
Look, I'm not a launch angle guy, but maybe get under that ball a little bit if you're gonna have that chair right in front of you.
Hey,
I mean, it seems like you can knock a chair like that over with the baseball.
A lot of the greats, though, a lot of the greats are on record as saying, the greatest hitters of all time, the ball just sounds different off their bat. And that
That's
was
true.
a sound I've never heard off a bat. So
That's true.
To that
That
guy's
is very
credit.
true.
And off the bag. But a
just
good
sounds
commercial for
different.
that chair, though. That thing's sturdy, dude. If you
Hey,
need some chairs for the church across the street, dude, tell them to get this brand. Because I
Hey,
think
where'd that
they
ball
even
hit
move.
him? Sack! Sack! Sack!
Oh.
It's Tim Cates in batting practice.
Hey, every time I see something like that, though, credit to him, because he obviously had full editorial control as if that video ever was going to get out or not. It's just him there. He decided to share that with the world. The last thing that I have, and I want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Hey, he
as
did.
we
He
get
shared it with the world along with the GoFundMe link for ice for his testicles.
Yeah, along with his infertility in the future.
raising money to fly to California to consult with the one and only Dr. Steve Shin for his ruptured sac. Last thing, and again, I want to say thank you, gentlemen, and we will see what the future holds for these picks. But I started the show with this, but I don't think you guys were on yet. So I just want, have something positive instead of a guy just getting smashed in the, bag to go into the weekend. This guy's fired up.
Please don't knock those together. No.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Oh,
Bobby, stop. Bobby, stop. What's wrong with you? Do not move. Do not move. What is wrong with you? Laura, are you dumb? How are you laughing at this?
I'm blown away.
What
The
is
woo
wrong
gets me. The woo gets me every time.
That
The
is.
delayed woo. That guy's fired up, dude. So everyone have a good weekend. Be like that guy.
Yep.
Like I said, the only reason he didn't get hurt is because he didn't even believe that he could get hurt. It wasn't even possible in that champion's mind.
Couple ice cold Bud Lights, what?
What?
Oh, Stone Cold!
Waters.
I ain't gonna feel no pain, son.
Damn.
They asked him, "Don't do it," and he just looks at the camera and it's like, "He's
He
gonna
still
do
did
it. He's
it.
gonna do it."
Hey, listen, man.
Don't move.
Listen,
What the
man.
hell is wrong with you?
I'm almost 40 years old. If you tell me not to do something, I'm probably going to do that shit.
Still gonna do it.
Dude, he didn't hesitate to still go for the chug with hands full of broken glass.
Only thing that would have made that better is if the guy that told him not to move just caught a stunner into the pool. Just, oh, who are you talking to?
Oh God!
Like the more I've looked at the video, I almost wonder if the guy at the very beginning that was like controlling the stereo with towel, I wonder if he was supposed to be like Val Venus with the towel wrapped up kind of over him pre-match.
They were doing a whole backyard theme show. Attitude.
Yeah.
Hey, are we just
Exactly.
Are we all gonna ignore the fact that the little black kid totally looks to his left and catches the guy's dong in the towel, and that's when he gets up and rushes away?
I pointed that out to Ryan when I saw that before the show.
Tyler thought that was the point of the whole video. This is a family show, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a better payoff coming. Trust my judgment. 6 and 12.
He totally hears the music. He hears the music, and he glances over to the boombox, and you see him stop and just look back and go, "I need to move right now." This guy's dong's flopping out of his towel.
Look, there's a lot of moving parts going on in that video, okay? I don't know all the backstory.
Maybe
you're right. There are moving parts. You're right.
Maybe you don't use the hotel hand towel to wrap around your body, you fucking moron.
Well, maybe karmically, this ended up being the same guy later.
Wait, Jaime, you think there's a guy coming off the roof, Jeff Hardy style, after the Stone Cold entrance?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it shows the attitude era still exists.
Who used to be the GM of the Lakers? It was Mitch.
Cup check. Hey, cup check.
Hey,
Brandon Marshall. Could Brandon Marshall tell that young gentleman what happens when you just hit a ball off a tee with a chair out in front?
It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed.
So
it's not guaranteed that your nuts won't be completely demolished when the ball ricochets off that chair you left in the power alley, you fucking moron. Hey, shout out to the Shift, though. Shift.
I mean, do you guys watch I Am Athlete?
No, man, the Shift read the notes. He's big into analytics. That chair played the Shift perfectly.
Right in the Shift. Yeah, dude. I saw him checking the play card before off his hat.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, Coach, you think it's a bad idea to have this chair here while I'm hitting line drives?
The answer is yes, you son of a bitch.
Hey, all right. That was awesome, but like, how fucking amazing would it be to have the Nature Boy as your hitting coach?
You're hitting something. I'll tell you that much.
He'll teach you something. If you need someone that knows how to bust out of a slump.
He's like, hey, I know that pitch just barely grazed you, but let me show you how to sell it like a real fall so you can get the base.
You got to turn around, take a couple steps forward, and then just drop right on your face.
The tower.
All right, well, you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully I have a slightly greater weekend when all my bets hit. But we'll be back and we'll recap that on Monday. Enjoy the weekend college football. Much better slate, it appears, than last week. And then it can't be as insane as last week in the NFL, right? Please.
Hey, 15-2, not 6-11, bitches. 15-2.
I like that. He's back. Positive. Thank you guys.
Crazy shit's happened before, so.
Yeah, I know. A lot of crazy stuff happened last week.
Crazy shit has happened.
Let's just get a normal week here, dude, okay? Please.
True words.
But we will recap it all on Monday. Talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. You know the drill. Keep the fire.
Fire.